Welcome to our market research podcast that earned recognition in 2019 and in 2020 as being named one of the very best in the marketing research field. This is Research Business Daily Report, and our videocast service has delivered the top research news on a nearly daily basis since its inception in February 2012, almost 10 years ago. Today we're recognized as the research industry's only daily research video report. So enjoy what we have today for you on RBDR, as well as our other regular reports, but please lend your support for our Research News video series. We'll tell you how here and now. You can see on the screen to your right and to my left where you can go online to become a supporter, and we'll have more for you at the end of today's video. I'm Bob Lederer, now in my 26th year as the respected voice in market research. Gamification is among researchers' most innovative and unusual additions to the research toolbox because of its predominant purpose and focus, and that is impacting consumers as they play the role of respondent. But from my vantage point, gamification doesn't seem to have flooded the survey marketplace as much as it could have. Maybe that is about to change, and for the reasons affecting consumers. GMIFY developer and founder Mike Rosenberg alerted us to the very positive possibilities of his new gamification-based data collection tool. It's called GMIFY. He claims it may bring forth some of the necessities that lead to greater respondent engagement. Mike?
The global multi-billion-dollar money-making market research industry produces data that allows companies to make critical decisions about their new and established products and services across important demographics and geographies. But this only happens because of the beating heart of the industry, the respondents. Data is fascinating because whether it's your first glance at a study's numbers or the 100th time you've poured every ounce of energy into it, the stories behind the data and why and how a respondent answered as they did remain a mystery. Many times we incorrectly, or perhaps hopefully, assume that the respondent is engaged with the study and produces accurate and reliable responses. It is not always a fair and valid assumption. Respondents can be extremely disinterested in the questions. The approach is stale, boring, and has never evolved. Their job as a respondent is simply to read a question and answer it. So, what happens when disinterested respondents answer questions? They produce data of poor quality that nonetheless is used by companies to make critical decisions. They have had no other choice up to this point. Now, however, there's a change on the horizon. Disinterested respondents continue to answer a survey's questions because they're getting paid. Of course, if a survey took many hours to complete, most likely a disinterested respondent would bow out before finishing it. But even when we are talking about less than 60 minutes, a disinterested respondent seems willing to complete the study in order to cash in. The change I just made reference to is called GMIFY. It is a paradigm-shifting, gamification-based data collection platform because its mission is to bring enjoyment and entertainment to a respondent's market research experience. That should translate to people becoming fully engaged and energized and resulting in data of the highest quality. It's definitely possible that respondents will be completely immersed in this gamified experience to the point that they are not focused on the time they're devoting to the effort. Highly engaged respondents can take the data to new heights and potentially even reduce the typical incentives paid out. Larger sample sizes may be obtained, leading to more reliable analyses. And imagine if this happened not on an occasional basis, but every time a respondent accesses a study on the GMIFY platform. The people who will participate in the GMIFY experience will not be traditional respondents. They are players, because we're asking them to participate in a gaming experience. And as players, they're just as liable to play the game because they initiated it on their own as they are to wait for an invitation in their inbox. GMIFY will result in a confluence of enjoyment, entertainment, engaged respondents, larger sample sizes, and reduced incentives. That's what GMIFY is all about.
That wraps up Research Business Daily Report for today. We thank you for viewing the video, and we hope that you'll continue to watch us because we're giving you a news item, an insight, or a commentary not found anywhere else on a daily basis. We also hope that you appreciate our work sufficiently to consider becoming an RBDR Patreon subscriber. In other words, to commit to a small, ongoing monthly contribution. If that's something that makes sense to you, please visit RBDR's exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR. We hope you have a good research day, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here again with us tomorrow. And until then, please stay safe.